Yo, what's going on, internet? Today we are in my studio, and right now I am trying to put up two large canvases. Let me go to the hallway so I can show you. It's basically two large canvases right here. They are 16 by 8 feet long, so they're really large. So I'm going to show you how to do or sort of put up a sort of support system for canvases. This is something I've been doing for a long time, rather than having easels, because a lot of my canvases are large and just odd sizes. You know, it's really difficult to always have an easel on hand. So I've been building this sort of wall system for the past, I'd say 15 years. And basically I've been using that wherever I sort of paint my canvases. And in my studio now I have like a small one. So what we're going to do is put up a couple more of these. So it's like a piece of wood like this, about 2 inches by 1 inch. And like I said, every 6 inches I drill a hole and put a screw in. I attach this to the wall, and based on how large your canvas is, you can have this sort of close together, or you can have a couple of these sort of the length of the wall, which is what we're going to do today, because the pieces or the canvases that I'm using are 16 feet wide. So this is great when you're sort of using or painting on canvases that are really large, and sometimes they're heavy because they're wood panel. So this hanging system, because all the screws are connected on this piece of wood and they're all sort of connected on the wall, it's really stable. It's sort of something I use a lot to paint on heavy sort of canvases and sort of mediums. So this is something that we're going to do today. I'm just going to show you because it's really just simple. So we're just going to attach 2 more of these pieces right here to the wall, so that it sort of stretches out a lot longer on the wall, and it's capable of holding this 16 feet canvas. So like I said, it's super easy to construct this. All I'm doing is just taking that piece of wood, drilling a hole every 6 inches, and then putting in those wood screws, and with the level, making sure it's sort of straight up and down, going across the wall. So spacing it out pretty easy, but really all it is just drilling it into the wall, and then really just walking the canvas in there and hanging it up. So that is why I like using this hanging system. Like I said, I'm able to put 16 by 4 foot canvases on the same wall, 2 of them on the same wall, with just using a couple pieces of wood and some screws. And basically I have them sort of compacted to where I can do both pieces at the same time. So that's why I really like this sort of method. And you don't have to do this. This is just something I wanted to share. This is something I do to save space, where I don't have to have an easel all the time, and I can do large canvases and small canvases just like this. And it's easy to sort of move these pieces of wood around on the wall so that you can do bigger canvases or small canvases. So that is just something, like I said, I wanted to share and adopt it to your studio if you want to, or just have this in your back pocket as an option. So just like I said, just wanted to share that, and I will see you next time. Peace.